stay off of the trade. Minutes before I go live. No, you can't make it up. Even if you tried. John Collins traded to the Atlanta Hawks, by the Atlanta Hawks to the Utah Jazz. Little salary dump move here for the Hawks. Rudy Gay and a future second round pick. So somehow the Mavericks managed to get off of Bertans. Somehow the Mavericks were able to get off of Bertans and have a better value than this. Although that John Collins contract is admittedly really. Let me tweet out that I'm live. Yeah, I know more Dame news. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. You'll say, what up, thoughts on the Marcus Smart trade? Who got better? I feel like Boston's going to have to get another guard. I actually, now that time has passed, I actually really like it for Memphis. Live right now, John Collins finally traded. This is not a drill. Other trade / free agency rumors. Bill Simmons talking crazy / picking the best defender in the NBA as a community. Get in here now. All right, so we're going to talk about some stuff. I was going to do my big, like last year, I had that big free agency preview stream thing. And I was working on it yesterday. Last night. I spent the whole weekend working on it, actually. And I had a Google slide that was like 50 slides deep. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking at this PowerPoint, right? I fucking have Blake Griffin's name. And I'm writing about Blake Griffin. And I think to myself, is this even good? Like, is this even good content? I have Blake fucking Griffin. So then I go back and I look at my free agent stream, my free agent target stream a year ago, where infamously Christian Wood got traded to the Mavericks in the middle of. And I realized, oh, this shit sucked. I thought it was terrible. So I scratched it. And instead, I think on Wednesday, we're going to do a prediction stream where I try to predict everything free agency. I'm going to be live tomorrow on Bleacher Report too. I'm doing a 2K rebuild on Bleacher Report. I don't fucking know how that's going to work out, but we're going to try it. So yeah, that's what's going on. It's been 4 days and I still haven't recovered from the Marcus Smart trade. Definitely a bit of an out there trade. Boston is 2 injured players away from being the play-in next season. Well, you could say that about a lot of teams here. Is John Collins coming off the bench or is this a buyout situation? No, definitely not a buyout situation. No, I mean, you probably start Lowry at the 3, John Collins at the 4, Kessler at the 5. Hendricks probably comes off the bench as a rookie. Hendricks probably comes off the bench as a rookie. John Collins is definitely going to be better than Taylor Hendricks immediately. Now, unless I'm mistaken, this should open up a pretty sizable trade exception, right, for the Hawks. But considering they're trying to save money, I doubt they use it. Then why draft Taylor Hendricks? He's already better than John Collins. No, he's not. You don't know that. Rudy wasn't free. Wait, does it have to be for free? No, it doesn't. Because the Mavericks got like a huge trade exception when they did the Harrison Barnes trade, and they got Zach Randolph and Justin Jackson back. So, I mean, they get a pretty sizable one, right? I think Rudy Gay's only making like $6 million. What up, Luis? Can someone explain why Omax is worse than Hendricks and Jarris Walker? You want me to explain why consensus guy in the 20s is worse than top 7 prospects? I'm not doing it. No. All right. Can somebody beat out? Are you still in here? Because I know for a fact you're in here. How did these work? Because I'm going to share this link. Start accepting predictions. I'm going to share this link. We're going to, like, later in the stream, after we talked about some of this stuff, we're going to do this. NBA University's best defender in the NBA bracket. And I want to do it as a one big happy family. I'm trying to decide if I want you guys to sign up for this and just do your predictions on here, or if we put polls in the chat. We'll figure it out later, though. All right, so John Collins to the Jazz. Yeah, I like it for Utah. That pretty much takes them out of... Well, how much cap do they have? Hold on a second. NBA cap space. Somebody posted a really in-depth article about this a couple days ago. Was it ESPN? Salary cap projections, no. Which teams have cap space? All right, this was the article I was looking for. Cap space teams. God, the Rockets have 64 million, man. I actually saw an interesting article, or a report earlier, that the Harden to the Rockets is not dead. So this pretty much takes the Jazz out of the out of salaries. Like they probably have like what, like 6 million left, if that. Isn't that just Harden's camp driving up the price for Philly to pay him? It could be. But, like, it's also interesting because there were a lot of reports that Harden was, like, wanting to stay with Philly for a discount. I don't know. I really don't know. If you guys haven't liked the stream yet, make sure you do so. It helps me out tremendously. It's you two and I are having a great time, of which we are. 150 of you in here, 21 likes. Guys, that's pretty fucking terrible, right? And I know it's Monday, right? We're all kind of off to a slow start. Trust me. I get it. Right? So interesting. I'm not going to lie. I like this move for Utah. I don't think John Collins is like some unsalvageable project. Like, I think you could get something out of him. Marketing was really solid at the 3 for the Cavs. And now you're just going, like, you're going to have a really big lineup. That's the direction the NBA's headed in. Big lineups. Yeah, Rudy Gay did pick up his player option. The deal to acquire Collins delivers the Jazz a versatile forward to play alongside all-star Lauri Markkanen and all-rookie center Walker Kessler. The Hawks and Jazz have discussed numerous iterations of the deal for over a year. Damn. Jesus. Hawks are expected to continue to be in deal-making mode this offseason, and ownership has given... What the hell's going on here? And ownership has given GM Landry Fields the okay to move into the luxury tax should it be necessary to improve the roster. A lot of conflicting reports about this. Tim, 6 months of the slightly delusional club. Mavs Nation all think Lively will start. Not an impossibility, but it's improbable. Taylor's better at shooting and way better on defense. How is John Collins better? We literally don't know that. We have not seen him play a second of NBA basketball. Rudy Gay exercised his $6.4 million option of for the 2023-2024 season. His agent, Sam Permew of Rock Nation Sports. What is this? Interesting trade for both sides. Hawks finally get off of John Collins' salary. Finally. Are they going to stream the rookie interviews? People kept tweeting that. The Mavs ones? No, I really don't fucking care. Like, no. No. I'll just watch the clips on Twitter. When is the Mavs interview? Have they even said what time it'll be? I don't know. Why is John Collins worth taking for the Jazz? I don't get it. Because they have a bunch of cap space. He was good. They clearly want to go size. Move Lowry to the 3. Big might be the direction the league is going, but it's not bigs are back. The old bigs lumbered up and down the floor and trailed much faster guards. Yeah, it's not like, hey, old traditional centers are back. It's everybody in your lineup needs to be big. Oh, boy, here we go. Damian Lillard, agent, to meet with Blazers on Monday to discuss franchise's direction. You know, this is actually a worthwhile report. John Collins was good at one point in time. Pretending like he wasn't. It's crazy. Would Collins be good for us taking the cheap? Like the Jazz are probably trading him to have him. I don't think they didn't get anything in return. Like they didn't get a pick for the contract. Like so they're just taking him. They want to play him. Tim McMahon throwing water on the Grant Williams idea for the Mavs was disheartening. I mean, he just said that to chill your expectations. It's kind of like they're just in a no-win. This morning I had another, God, I wish I didn't follow a single Mavs Twitter account moment. Just so fucking annoying all the time. Like, if they say, hey, it's going to be a big offseason, wow, this front office sucks. Like, they said it again. If they say, hey, you know, temper your expectations. We're going to try. We'll see. Then it's, oh, my God, this front office sucks. I hate them. Then it's, oh, my God, they could have Bruce Brown last year. Like, yeah, we're crying over spilt milk every fucking day. Every goddamn day. Every day on Mavs Twitter where you spend fucking 5 hours crying about spilt milk. Like, who gives a fuck anymore? I definitely think the Mavericks could get Bruce Brown if they wanted to. Yes. Report, Dwight Powell's a Houston Rockets free agency target. Yeah, Dwight Powell's going to have a market, guys. I mean, I don't think he's going anywhere. The Mavs are still using him in, like, you know, tweets and stuff like that. He'll probably sign for the vet min. I cry over spilt milk, but it's on a separate lactose-focused Twitter account. See, okay, that makes sense. Niche, but I see it. I see it. Speaking of lactose, did you guys see those tweets that Drew Holiday on TikTok is following some, like, I didn't even know this shit existed, but following some, like, fart girl? Like, it's like thirst traps, but of her farting. Hey, man, whatever floats your boat. That's just what I saw. That's, hey, whatever floats your boat. Like, I'm not... Who am I to judge? This is exactly the free agent news you came here for. The Jazz could trade for an all-star caliber point guard, shooting guard, and their rebuild could potentially be already over. I'm a little bit, well, they have so many picks. But unless the Cavs or Timberwolves are absolutely terrible, I'm a little bit concerned that they have reached a point where it's like, we kind of got too good too fast for our young team, and we didn't get the chance of getting that really, really franchise-changing young talent. Does that make sense? But you're right. They could definitely just trade for one. I mean, there was those rumblings that they wanted Luka. It was fake? Was it fake? Oh, if it was fake, my bad. It's from Butt Crack Sports. Did I get cracked? Did I get butt cracked? I thought I saw a video of somebody like pulling up his following. Whatever. I really don't give a shit. Butt Crack Sports. Grant Williams or Bruce Brown? I don't know who fits better. I think Grant Williams definitely fits better for the Mavericks. It just needs some more size. Luka's the best white guy in the league. Makes sense the Jazz want him. That's true. I'm trying to think who could be available in the near future for the Jazz. What if? Do we think there's a burnt bridge there, or do we think there's a small possibility that there's a Donovan Mitchell, you know what, the grass wasn't greener thing in the future? Like, do we think that's somewhat of a possibility? And now they've kind of like rebuilt their team differently. It's for older guys. So I'm just trying to think who they could go for. But that's the beauty of the NBA. It's probably somebody you don't even know. Danny Ainge. Tatum? The Celtics collapse? Yeah, I don't see him going back to Utah either. That'd have to be a free agency thing. Harden in Utah? No chance. No chance. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine James Harden in Utah? Are you serious? That would be hilarious. He would probably have a private jet and fly in from LA. Two of the top three pick and roll bigs in the NBA are on the Mavs. Luka can make any center good in pick and roll. Yeah, that's true. Statistically, you're right. DeJounte's actually kind of interesting. Thoughts on us trading for Siakam? Just don't have the package. Kind of like me. Just don't have the package for it. Tyler, I formally request your team stop its pursuit of Bruce Brown. He is my friend, and I'll be very sad if he leaves. He's leaving. I'd be shocked if he stays. Because at least the Bobby Portis thing in Milwaukee, whenever he did his, hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, give me 1+1, I'll opt out. Then you hit me up afterwards. That was like kind of understood that was going to happen. I don't think that shit's happening for Bruce Brown. He's going to get a bag from somebody. Bruce Brown's face after Mike Malone said he's coming back told me everything I needed to know. Yeah. Do you think if the Mavs put a solid team around Luka, that the Mavs could win the chip this next year? I'll always be of the belief that if you go into the postseason with Luka Doncic on your team, anything is possible. DiVincenzo's probably getting a full mid-level or close to it, and I just don't think he's what the Mavs need. I think he's a good player. But I don't think he really fits what Dallas needs. What do you mean by bag more than the mid-level exception? For Bruce Brown, no, he's probably getting the mid-level, but Denver can't even offer that. What can Denver offer him? Isn't it like $6 million? He can get double that on the mid-level, or close to double that. He would be the top mid-level guy, I would have to imagine. Pirtle's getting way more than the mid-level. Dante plays well as a guard next to other starters. Not really a full-time bench guy, and he's definitely not a forward. Yeah, he's just not really what the Mavs need. He's a good player, though. Yeah, the Jeremy... I was actually thinking about that earlier, Cole. Why is there no Jeremy Grant news ever? Like, there was none at the deadline. Nobody ever talks about Jeremy Grant. It's like... there's like this really good wing player who can play defense and shoot and create his own shot, who's probably going to get like 20 plus million on a team that might be rebuilding. And like nobody has ever spoken about him. That could tell us a lot. Strus, yeah, kind of interesting. I'm not throwing the full mid-level at Strus, though. Breaking news, Bruce Brown staying Denver Nuggets. I don't think Bruce Brown's staying. I think the writing's on the wall too. Like I think some of the stuff Denver's done already. Some of the stuff Denver's done already kind of shows that they think Bruce Brown's probably gone. Torrey Craig for the full mid-level exception would be fucking gross. That would be so disgusting. Is a Grant Will sign and trade really realistic? No, I don't think it is at all. I saw something that like the Celtics would be dumbasses to do it, basically. I think Gabe Vincent's getting a pretty nice payday too. I don't know. I really don't know. The mid-level stuff's always so interesting. There's only... Hold on. Was it this thing? Was it this article? There's only like 10 mid-level teams. Non-tax mid-level exception. The $5 million to $12.4 million mid-level free agents. All right, let's see who he thinks. I think Gabe Vincent probably gets more than that. I'm not so sure. Russ, Kobe White, they're matching that shit. Trey Jones, they're matching that shit. Io, they're matching that shit. THT, that's interesting. Player option. When does he have to decide? When do they have to decide player options? Schroeder, Pat Bev, Nikhil Alexander-Walker. That would be an interesting one. Really? I was thinking Dennis Smith would be more of a taxpayer one, but Alec Burks would be interesting. Seth Curry, no way he's getting $12.4 million fucking dollars. No chance. Oh my God! I just had my Chris Haynes just Mark Stein retweeted the Chris Haynes tweet that Damian Lillard is meeting with the team. I thought we finally got it. I thought we finally got it. Max Strus, DiVincenzo, Cam Reddish is a restricted free agent. It's never happening. Jay Rich, Lonnie Walker, Malik Beasley, Diallo, Matisse Thybulle restricted. They're probably going to match that. Kelly Oubre, gross. Joe Ingles. Jingle and Joe, really? Najee Marshall. His team option's like $1 million, though. They're not... There's no way. Niang, Seawood, Trey Lyles, Paul Reed restricted. They'd match that, I'd have to imagine. Jalen McDaniels, Xavier Tillman. His team option's like $1 million. They're not fucking turning that down. Jackson Hayes and Mason Plumlee. Wait, what? Where are the Mavericks? The Mavericks are going to have their MLE. I promise you they will. What is this fucking article? What is this shit article? What is this shit article? ESPN had one earlier that was much better than this. Dylan Brooks, he's getting like 20 million. Skip to the bracket. Damn, you guys, we're like days away from free agency. We have to talk about some free agency news. Okay? We just have to. Well, no, I don't even understand what the fuck this is. Watching their own free agents. Oh, okay, I get what he's saying. There's only like 10 teams that have the mid-level exception, though. I saw another article posted. The Mavericks are one of them. Only like 3 or 4 of them are... Only like 3 or 4 of them are like actually good teams. Which means the MLE market and it never is. It literally is never as crazy as it seems like it's going to be. Free agency starts on Friday, I believe at like 4. NBA free agency start time. So we'll be live when it happens. Oh, free agency will begin on Friday, June 30th, 6 p.m. Eastern. So 5 Central Standard Time. So I'll be live probably an hour before that. Was it that late last time? It used to be at midnight. Spooky times, man. What's going to be the outcome of the new CBA? Are players just going to start making less money? We'll have to wait and see. Hey, I feel like it was much earlier in the day last year. Interesting that Grant Williams is not on here. Free agency last year was 12 p.m. Yeah, I remember it was much earlier in the day. I was out of town, actually. I was in Europe. The $2.5 to $5 million mid-level free agents. Do we want to look over these guys? Really? Javon Carter? I would rather pay him more money than some of the guys listed above him. Same with like Javonte Green. I mean, look at these names. There's going to be at least a few hidden gems here in this list. It's figuring out who those guys are. Theo Pinson? Is there no chance of Cam Johnson being a Mav? No, none. Can the Mavs technically sign the full mid-level exception and then sign Kyrie after to make it work? Yeah, they can. There's a few ways the Mavs can get the full mid-level exception, from what I understand. Yeah, Kogi's interesting, but I bet he goes back to the Suns. Like Derek Jones Jr. is kind of interesting. Justice Winslow, I think, is a little intriguing. Javon Carter would be a good fit for the Mavs. Yeah, I would rather pay Javon Carter more than like Christian Wood. I'm being straight up honest. Caleb H. Diop, yeah. Terrence Davis. I mean, is he on this list? Terrence Davis here? I'm not. There's so many fucking names. I was actually looking at the Kings and Terrence Davis, Metu, and I guess it was just those two. I could not figure out what their market would be. Mamu, there goes that man. I'm like not really that high on Torrey Craig, really. Yeah, Taj Gibson's in like an early Udonis Haslem role. Yeah, Mavs can't get the biannual. I kind of feel like Eubanks might get a little bit more than this. In my gut, I feel like Boban might be back on the Mavericks this year, but they have so many bigs, so maybe not. I don't know how the Suns will fill out a roster if they keep Ayton. Oh, well. We've already gotten a hilarious Suns report. I can't believe this is happening days before like actual free agency started. It's like this felt like this should have been a this feels like this should have been a September the season's about to start thing. But they're already working out Jabari Parker and Stanley Johnson. The Suns are already working out Jabari Parker and Stanley Johnson. So that's about what you were waiting for. Stanley's not terrible, no. I guess not. Chris Haynes said Suns are keeping Ayton means he's getting traded. Yeah, Chris Haynes had a rough summer with the Suns. Jabari Parker's hilarious. Ayton for Cat. All right. Do you guys think I can play a podcast on here? Or is that not worth the risk? Bill Simmons and Ryan Russillo were talking fucking reckless. You can? All right, I'm not taking if Retna's saying it, then I can't. I don't think it's on YouTube. It was the Bill Simmons podcast. Bill Simmons and Ryan Russillo were talking reckless today. First and foremost, Bill Simmons tossed out a Dame for Cat trade straight up. And they were talking about it like, yeah, I think for Portland, that makes sense. And in my brain, the whole time I'm thinking, why the fuck would Portland do it? They're like, it makes sense, Scoot and Cat. And I'm thinking, that feels like a disastrous return for Damian Lillard. Anyways, they also went on to shit on the Mavericks, or at least Bill Simmons did. Bill Simmons couldn't seem to understand that the Mavericks made the move for Rashawn Holmes to get an extra first. He kept saying, what does Rashawn Holmes solve for the Mavericks? Rashawn Holmes... like, what does he do for Dallas? It's like, dude, I'm really not even convinced Rashawn Holmes plays a second for the Mavericks. See, like, if it's a YouTube video, I think you can, but since I think it's Spotify exclusive, right? I don't know if you can just play it on YouTube. I don't know. He was talking like Holmes had 70 million left or something. Yeah. You basically replaced a bad contract with a less bad contract and got an extra first in the process. And then I also thought it was hilarious that, of course, right? Because everybody sucks. You know, the Thunder are a very smart team. They make smart decisions. They've had a great rebuild. But everybody sucks them off like they've made the play-in tournament once. Okay? Like, let's just wait it out. I think they're going to be great, and they've been very smart. They've built very well. But let's just see how it plays out before we start, like, oohing and awing over everything that they do, because they're like, you know what? Like, they see something in Bertans. I just think it's hilarious that they were like, yeah, they're talking about Davis Bertans like it was a good pickup for the Thunder, when this whole time it's like Davis Bertans, the worst contract in the NBA, the worst contract in the NBA, the worst fucking contract in the NBA. Oh my God, Davis Bertans sucked. Why would the Mavericks trade for him? And then the Mavericks get off of him, and in the process somehow get another first-round pick. Then all of a sudden the Thunder are geniuses, and I would never make a trade with them if they called me. That's what they said. He's hated us. He started to hate the Mavericks. One, he's like homeboys with Harlabob. So what up, Cheesecake? But really, it was ever since the Mavericks traded for Kyrie Like the Boston sports media has had it out against the Mavericks. Kit Simmons on the show. Can you imagine? Because the league always seems against the Mavs. I wouldn't say that, but after we traded for Kyrie, it very much got. It very much became that way. Like, there's no way that what the Mavericks did was a loss. It could be like in the future, maybe the prospects don't pan out, but the process itself is flawless. There's literally nothing wrong with what they did. Just from a process perspective. He was saying how like the Mavericks should have just kept the trade exception and kept the like access to the full mid-level exception. But they need younger talent though. Do you think Robert and KP can start and play major minutes together? Yeah, I've seen people say that that's a weird fit. I actually think that makes a ton of sense, right? Yeah, trade exceptions are hardly ever used. So I already hate the Mavs when we got Luka. Now that we traded on Kyrie, they found multiple ways to hate us more than ever. Speaking of Luka, wow, it's going to be an interesting season. The Luka stans have now declared war on Victor Wembanyama. I've noticed this, right? They're jealous. They're a little jealous. That's what it comes across as. Insecure that this new European prospect comes in incredibly hyped. And now the Luka stans are defensive. They're on full defense mode now. And it's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get nasty. Mavericks fans are going to be sucked right into the middle of it. Yeah, I saw today that Wemby's not playing for France. That's really disappointing. I'm actually really saddened by that. First Mavs Spurs game is going to be yeah. The moment like Luka's going to get Wemby on a snatchback or something. He's going to get Wemby switched on him in space, and he's got to go to work, and he's going to embarrass him. And then Wemby's probably going to do something. Wemby's probably going to block a shot or something. It's going to be fun. If Victor's healthy, he's going to be one of the greatest bigs of all time. Doesn't have to take away from Luka. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I guess, I'm not European, so. If the NBA is smart, that's the season opener. Spurs and Mavs. That would be a pretty good one. Luka versus Tatum and the Kyrie thing. That's why Bill hates us. Undrafted dudes called Luka Doncic overrated. I saw this. Okay. Somebody's going to have to explain to me why I should care about this.
Gets too much hype that he doesn't deserve. And other side from that, underrated, who is doing all the work.
That video is so old. Yeah, I saw that this is a few months old. Like, I don't care. God bless this kid. I don't know who he is, but I wish him all the best. I want another Suns versus Mavs opener. Suns versus Mavs, yeah, they could do that again. I saw myself on Lively, but I still don't see Wemby living up to the hype. I watched the video. Some of the stuff he said about Luka is true, to be fair. I can't. Fuck. We'll just watch it.
He doesn't deserve. And other side from that, underrated, who is doing all the work but not getting the credit they deserve.
I think Luka overrated.
You think Luka's overrated?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
People
He a
just
good
focus on
player,
his
though.
offense only.
Right.
True.
Like-
Right. Steph doesn't have the best defense, but his offense is like top tier.
But Luka will literally take plays off. Like, you don't really see that too
Nah,
much.
Steph great. Don't do him like that.
I feel like he doesn't move well off ball.
Okay.
He doesn't
Okay.
play defense.
This could be a that could be a Mavericks fan. He could be a Mavericks fan, honestly. That sounds like some stuff a Mavericks fan would say. I mean, he's not necessarily wrong in his criticisms of him. I agree. I don't think he's overrated though. I mean, he's in my opinion, he's a very safe top 4 player. Like, we've gone over this before. I think the top 4 is as solidified as it can possibly be with Jokic, Giannis, Steph, and Luka. Like, I can't see an argument for anybody else. I genuinely do not see an argument for anybody else outside of the top 4 to be inside of that mix. And think about this, though. Like, the criticisms of him are shit that he can easily fix. It's not like, oh, he can't shoot. He can't pass. He can't finish at the rim. It's he doesn't try on defense, and his off-ball is a little bit rough. And even then, the off-ball stuff, to me, is a little bit more so, well, can I see him play in like, a system that can thrive when it's not just him with the ball in his hands? Does that make sense? What's your dream finals matchup for 2024? Mavericks, and I don't give a shit. Mavericks and Pistons. How about that? So the Mavericks can win. Both can be attributed to conditioning. That's fair. He's not overrated, but it's just one guy's opinion. Like, I don't really care. Like, I really don't. All of his flaws are compounded by this roster as well. Yeah, true. It's not like this roster is not built to hide his flaws very well. You think we actually get to the finals? Hell no. Absolutely not. Collins' departure also gives Atlanta a fuller opportunity to navigate possible contract extensions for 3 young core players: DeJounte Murray, Okongwu, and Sadiq Bey. They got to give all 3 of those guys are contract eligible or extension eligible. How you doing, Hollywood? Retna calls me Hollywood because he blows me up on Discord saying nothing, and I don't reply to him. Because I'm honestly never on Discord really to begin with. That trade gives the Hawks $25 million trade exception. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to use it, though. It's a mental thing as well. Luka's afraid of fouling and getting thrown out of the game. Luka just needs to try more on defense. I mean, that just really is what it is. I've said it a million times. I've gotten destroyed on Twitter for it. I don't care. That's just what needs to happen. I did see the video of Whitby breaking the jump shots, yes. I saw Lucas Stans tweeting it out today, and I was like, oh, God, this is going to be a fucking... Whew, this is going to be a fun little experience. And then I also saw Rockets fans. Rockets just beef with everybody. Any reason why the Mavs choose JaVale McGee over Bruce Brown last year? Despite having a front row seat to seeing him be cooked by the Sun series, thought I was losing my mind that last offseason. They needed rebounding and interior defense, and they only had the taxpayer exception. I mean, in retrospect, it didn't work out, but I saw the logic at the time. And yeah, like, he got played off the floor, but like, for $5 million or whatever it was, you're not hoping to get, like, a 35-minute a game guy. Like, it was just somebody could play in the regular season and get 10, 12 minutes in a postseason series, but it didn't work out. Still think a world exists where JaVale McGee like does stuff for the Mavericks this year if he's on the team. You could probably trade JaVale if you wanted to, pretty easily. Are you in Dallas, Texas, man? How hot is it? It says 95 right now. But I was just outside. It's definitely hotter than that shit. Feels like 108. Hell yeah. Woo! The high today of 102. Tomorrow 105. Wednesday 107. Thursday 105. I fucking love it here. Coldest day in a second. Yeah, Kyrie's staying with the Mavs. Lock it in. Lock it in. You seen Luka with Sylvania? He defends if he's engaged, not like last season. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I get pissed off. I've seen Luka play defense. Like, I've seen it with my own two eyes. It's not like the best, but it's like it's decently good.
Stephen Curry. Do not rely on him to run.
All right, Steph.
Is there gonna be copyright music in this? I'm so scared of copyright now.
Ready?
Stephen Curry. Do not rely on him to run your team.
He was about 5'6".
Looks like a little kid.
150 pounds soaking wet.
That was when I first really understood I'm different. How did I get here? I was the undersized, scrawny kid that was just trying to figure out how to make it.
Steph Curry
Top 7 pick in the NBA draft, by the way.
is hurt.
I was overwhelmed by everything. How would I respond? Let the work begin.
When you are an underdog, you have to take what is yours.
Davidson College in a Sweet 16.
It's not about proving other people wrong. It's about proving himself right.
7th overall pick.
And that feeling of being underrated will
7th overall pick.
always be part of the drive that keeps me going.
Stephen Curry, underrated.
Underrated? Oh, what? That's the name of the fucking biography? Underrated? Oh my God. Give it a rest. Holy shit. That's hilarious. Are you kidding me? Underrated? That's what you go with? Why not just call it like Babyface or something? Yeah, Nepo Baby, 7th overall pick. NIMBY. They gonna talk about that? They should have titled it NIMBY. Steph Curry. 7th overall pick, man. That could have been Draymond or fucking Jokic. Yeah, true, man. Underrated. It's like the worst name they could have come up with. I know. That's what I'm saying. Cam Wolf still passed, to be honest. Cam's like an hour behind the stream. Like, I always love when people are like behind. Underrated. Jesus. Underrated by who? Seriously. Who underrates Steph? Like, who is underrating Steph at this point in time? I'm sorry. Like, if you're drafted top 7, you're not underrated. Like, I'm just going to say it. Like, top 7? An A24 documentary, NBA documentary, that does move me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I'll probably watch it. Yeah, A24. Steph won back-to-back MVPs and was the first ever unanimous MVP in the history of this great, beautiful association. Has A24 ever made a sports documentary? Huh. I am interested. Dang, this has been in production for 2+ years. Bruce Brown is your day one small forward. Yeah, I've seen people say Bruce Brown doesn't fit the Mavericks. I disagree a lot. He can guard up a size, and like I don't think you should really be that picky. Didn't we learn our lesson? Fuck you, Hollywood. God damn it. I'm turning in my fan card. You gave me like 10 seconds to answer this question. Do you believe we got the best 7-footer in the draft? Everyone, Redna got the attention he wanted. Do you believe we got the best 7-footer in the draft? Imagine producing a movie called Underrated while you win a championship. I mean, he's literally one of the most popular players in the history of the sport. I've seen people, okay, there's no way. Oh, there's no way Dylan Brooks is going for a mid-level exception. But I also saw people talking about Brook Lopez. No way he goes for that, right? No way. Have you been watching baseball outside the Rangers? No, honestly. And I haven't been watching that much of the Rangers lately either. OG Anunoby is leaving Clutch Sports. It's a little interesting. Boncaro has upset Italians by committing to Team USA over Italy. I saw that too. I wonder what this means. OG Anunoby has left Rich Paul in Clutch Sports and will soon choose a new agent as he enters the final season of his contract with the Toronto Raptors. That usually means guys want to leave. Anunoby has been the subject of trade rumors over the past year, but the Raptors have... Well, okay, what's going on with this? What is this? AI prompts. Write a haiku. What the hell? Paul, $5. Do you think we got the best 7-footer in the draft? Do you think we got the best 7-footer in the draft? Retna! The best non-Wemby 7-footer, maybe. Who else in the draft was 7 feet? Feels like there wasn't a lot of 7-footers in the draft, huh? Was Najee even 7 feet? Vucevic was 7 feet. I know Lively. We're talking about Lively. What do you think about Utah Watanabe for the biannual for the Mavs? Interesting. Can someone explain with a straight face why Victor is better than Porzingis? Day one? I mean, he probably won't be day one. Well, I don't know. Kai Soto's over 7. He was in the draft. Was he in the draft? He didn't get drafted. I haven't even heard anything about him. Talking about Bruce Brown. Is this a shit from last year, man?
JaVale McGee was a bigger prize. him to the Mavericks. I've heard similar things. Actually, I heard that the Mavericks maybe could have had him last summer, but thought that JaVale McGee was a bigger prize, which him.
Oh my God, who cares, dude? It was a year ago. Soda's on the Magic Summer League team. I thought that this was said already. Like, I thought we've already gone over this 15 different times. Yao Ming or Vic Wemby? Definitely Wemby. Is there any validity to people saying Porzingis was used incorrectly in Dallas? No. Sorry. You want to know something, right? Because Porzingis was really good. Like, he had his moments in the bubble where it was like, oh my God, like, it's over. The NBA should just shut it down. Like, just use COVID as an excuse and in the NBA, because Luka and KP are about to dominate the league for the rest of forever. Right? Then he gets injured. Then all of a sudden, he's complete and total ass cheeks next postseason against the Clippers and is relegated to sitting in the fucking corner. Which, you know what? Was actually probably his best role in that time. Shoot corner threes and cut. You're not getting the ball otherwise, all right? I don't want him to post up. He can go do that shit on a trash-ass team. Okay? The Mavericks had the best offense of all time at the time. Luka and KP's first full year together, by the way. Then KP kept getting injured. Like, it was either he was out for 2 weeks, and then once he came back, he was working himself back from injury, or he was playing injured, then he would get injured again. It was just time to move on. Did you hear Bill Simmons say that Porzingis was in a weird Luka offense? What's up, Bill? What's going on, man? Is reality setting in? Tatum will never be on that level? Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening deep down? Like, a understanding is seeping in. I'm trying to understand, because there's been a lot of Luka shade lately. We need to stop listening to Bill Simmons and every Bostonian ever. See, like, I actually like the Bill Simmons podcast a lot. I know it's like really popular to shit on it, but I do like it a lot, and I find it very entertaining. BD, $2 donation. Subscribed a week ago. You actually know hoops. I try. Thank you, BD. I mean, I like when Bill Simmons talks ball. It's just annoying when he talks about your team. That's just the reality. Bro said he likes wound farting and Bill Simmons. Yuck. I fucking didn't say I like that. I said Drew Holiday reportedly does. Even when Bill Simmons shit on my team, I can understand his perspective. The Cavs are expected to show interest in Kendrick Nunn, Derek Jones Jr., and Josh Richardson. Those would all be solid picks up, besides Kendrick Nunn. Derek Jones Jr. and Josh Richardson make sense for them. They need to hit on a cheaper wing like that. Still think there could be a pathway for like a... There could be a pathway for a Mavericks trade there. And Bill Simmons a union buster? Did he? Is he? That wouldn't surprise me. It's a number saying you put the ball in the hands of players who are the most efficient. If it wasn't the analytics dude would change things. KP was uber efficient this year in Washington. He had a great season, man, but they were bad. So are the Mavericks, to be fair. But I do think the Mavericks pick up another center. You think Zion's on the way out of NOLA? There's no way he gets another contract there, but I feel like he would have been traded already if they were going to do it this year. We need to stop with the revisionist history on KP. Dude sucked at creating his own shot and was one of the worst statistical ISO players when he was a Mav. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Dude, how many times did we watch him try to post up 6'3" guards and shit his pants? Like, it was a hard sight. The rookies are here for the Mavericks. Omax, Lively. Keep in mind, man, Lively's a solid 7-1, right? Omax is fucking huge. Washington had 3 All-Star caliber players and was still horrendous. Yeah, I mean, Washington had a pretty decent roster, honestly. Sully Hollywood, I asked a good question, and you skipped it. Scoring-wise, Steph or Kobe? Okay, now I do want to ask you a question right now. In the middle of an off-season stream, we're talking about free agents. We're talking about who's going where. You thought Steph or Curry was a good question. Or Steph or Kobe was a good question. Kobe. Yeah, Kobe. ESPN had a slow day today. They had a Monstars segment and a 20-plus minute about Dame. There's not a lot of going on. Like, this could be a really dry free agency. Steph is way more efficient. Yeah, but Kobe was a bucket, man. Will Timmy get signed by someone? Has Timmy not signed anywhere yet? He might be holding out. See if he can get like a Exhibit 10 deal with the Bucks. There you go. There's another report Dame wants out. Well, they're at a meeting right now, so we might actually get some real substantial Dame reporting. Grady Dick's wearing #1. Okay, can I say an unpopular opinion? We have Bilal, who I believe is 00. Scoot Henderson's going to be 00, which is a little bit confusing, obviously, because, like, I know this sounds very lame, but I don't think there should be a 0 and a 00, personally. I think that's fucking stupid. Like, what's the difference between 0 and 00? And it's like, oh, I'm going to be number 3. Oh, I'm going to be number 03. Like, on my jersey, I want it to be 03. Like, why don't they just do that? There's 9 and 99. What you mean? Yeah, but 9 and 99 are different numbers. 0 and 00 are the same number. Double 0 is more alpha. I'm not gonna lie. 00 is 100. No, it's not. It's 00. I think 00. I don't like it. I don't like it. I've never liked it. They should introduce decibels 3.14. You're going with pi. How many rookies have said they're going to be? Bilal Coulibaly is going to be 00, right? Oh, he's good. He's just going 0. What's your number and why? 24. Why? My number was always 25. Barry Bonds, my favorite player ever. Probably across any sport. I respect guys who cheat to get ahead. So Barry Bonds, 25. Then somebody on one of the teams I played for already had 25. So then I said, okay, I'll be one less. I'll be 24. And that's just how I became 24 forever. Thought somebody be 007. Fun fact, Luka wanted 7, but it was taken. Imagine Luka was 7. Just showing what I miss. We talked about the John Collins trade, and since then, it's been a lot of. We've been live for an hour, and I don't even know really what we talked about. We've been all over the map. He'll change it to 7 when he loses weight. Hopefully, Luka doesn't change his number. Hopefully, Luka does not change his number. True, it's his logo. That's true. Jessica, what's up with the undrafted? You talking about Luka's overrated? Yeah, I already talked about that. I don't really care. Waiting for this rookie press conference. Are rookie press conferences even fun? Like, did I miss something? Break the Mavs record. 58 and however many losses that would equate to. 58 and 24. Stamp it in. I like the Luka 2s. I do. We've talked about them before. All right. I don't really have much else to say, so let's just get into this, huh? Because this could take a while. Best defender in the NBA. Now, I pinned the link at the top. If you click on that, you're gonna have to sign up for an account or whatever. I don't know. But you could make your own picks here, and it'll show up how many people picked each player. We'll also do polls in the chat for controversial ones. You guys ready just to move on to this? I kind of am. I love these. Best defender in the NBA. NBA University did one of these. We'll do our own, and then we'll look at the results. All right, start the tournament. Boom. We're live. Matches are open for voting. Here you go. Get in here. Click the link that's at the top if you want to participate. I'll just spam it in the chat too. If you want to do your own. Before you yell at me, this is NBA University's bracket. I did not. I had no business in selecting who was here. Ignore the seedings. We'll give it a little bit so you guys can do some of your answers yourself. Let's see. What else was there to talk about? The Steph Curry documentary. Hilarious. Underrated. Jesus Christ. John Collins trade. Mavericks fans mad about shit that happened a year ago. Lively and Omax look great. Omax is a tank. Love to see it. OG leaving Clutch Sports. Interesting. Keep an eye on that. Pin that. Circle it. Come back to it. I have 3 Luka jerseys. I have none. Damian Lillard potentially demanding a trade as we speak. Oh man, Phoenix Suns will host free agent workout. What was they featuring? Notables, Jesus, Jabari Parker and Stanley Johnson. What is this? What are these AI features? I kind of like it. How do I get this off my screen? Not letting you vote? Why not? Is anybody else not able to vote? You can't vote on your phone? You have to make an account? Okay. Works for you, Cray? I don't really know. Like, I don't really know. Yeah, you have to create an account. You have to create an account. God, this has been such a like a weak pre-free agency hype period. I wouldn't be surprised if we already had our 3 biggest moves. Like, I would not be surprised at all if the Beal trade, the KP trade, and the Chris Paul for Jordan Poole trades were like the 3 biggest moves of the offseason. Unless Dame gets traded. And if Dame gets traded, that could be like a... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. We'll talk about Naz Reid. So Naz Reid gets paid. Oh, Mark Stein reports that in his latest column that the Mavs were expected to be interested in Naz Reid had he hit the free agent market. That's to be expected. 3-year, $42 million. It's a pretty good value. I mean, that's what? That's around the mid-level, right? A little bit more than that, than the mid-level. So they're putting a lot of money into their centers, which is interesting. I feel like we're always expecting more spread out in a news cycle, but these past few years, it's been when it rains, it pours. That's true. That's true. And like the Donovan Mitchell trade happened in like September last year, didn't it? Or August? It happened later in free agency. You think we can re-sign Bruce Brown? I think Bruce Brown's gone. I just do. This kind of makes me think Cat could be gone. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but that's just, you're putting a lot of money into your centers. I guess you could always just say, you know what, we could trade Naz Reid. Like, let's just bring him back. And if it's just too much money in the center position, we'll just trade him. No harm, no foul. I like Naz Reid. I don't think I like Naz Reid as much as a lot of other people. Truth be told. NBA Central Tim Hardaway news. Tim Hardaway Sr. Tim Hardaway says Miami Heat are not getting Damian Lillard. Okay. Austin Reeves staying for sure. How you feel about Grant Williams? Windhorse said him and Luka got the same agents. I would love Grant Williams. It makes a lot of sense for both sides. Yeah, Tim Hardaway Sr. does have quite a bit to say. If we lose Reeves, it'll be to the Rockets. Rockets or Spurs? Like, throw him a bag. Fuck it. I could see it, but I wonder at what point the Lakers say, no, we're not matching that. Italian Basketball Federation president on Paolo Banchero. He fooled us. He tricked us. Damn. Betrayal, especially in basketball, is a strong word. He said, situations like this happen, and personally, I'm used to it, but he fooled us. We were planning a great commercial strategy for him. Now, we need to turn this disappointment into positive energy. It was a legitimate decision, but he could have made a call to communicate with us. Instead, we learned about his decision from the newspapers. Damn, newspapers? You guys got to get on Twitter, man. I don't know what's going on in Italy, but the newspapers are. Think of the past. We're all on Twitter now. In the past few days, he was in Milan, and despite our agreements with his agency, he avoided the meeting with Coach Pizzecco. I saw people on Twitter complaining about this, like, y'all did not care when Bam didn't play for Nigeria. The Mafia is now looking for Paolo? Oh, no. I think it would be much more fun if you know, like, Paolo played for Italy, obviously. Spread it out. But I feel like if Team USA comes knocking... If Team USA comes knocking, what are you going to say? All right, let's do it. I feel like I've given you enough time. Let's go. Tournament's live, right? Let's ride. Now, before you guys get mad about players being here and seating, remember, this is not mine. I stole this from NBA University. All right, first round. Everyone clap it up. Denny is taller than Allen. I don't want that bum-ass fraud on my basketball team. Fuck Allen. Denny Avdia is taller than Jared Allen? There's no way that is true. Absolutely no way that's true. I can't believe I'm even fucking looking this up. 6'9", Denny Avdia. 6'9", Jared Allen. Does that count the afro, actually? Because if it does... When's the rookie press conference? I don't know. I don't believe that. Yeah, there's some fuckery going on there. We just get going? Yeah, sorry. Anthony Davis or PJ Tucker? Report scores. Oh, we actually got a lot of votes. All right, this is... Oh, hold on a second. This is very large. There we go. Anthony Davis easily clears, right? No reason to talk about this. PJ Tucker, that's a bit of a rough. I just got what's going on. We're doing the best defenders in the NBA. It's a bit of a rough first round matchup for PJ Tucker. I feel like there's some matchups he could have won, but Matisse Thybulle or Al Horford? Oh, really? Really? Matisse Thybulle for some of you, huh? Matisse Thybulle is a great wing defender, one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. I kind of feel like what Al Horford brings to the table is a little bit more valuable. Horford shut down Embiid. He's a big who's very versatile. I think that's just a little bit more valuable. I'm going Big Al. That's a brutal first round though. Horford was noticeable step slower last season. He did clamp up Embiid in the playoffs though. Like that's like our most recent. Embiid was hurt. Embiid is literally always fucking hurt. I'm going Big Al. Just think it's a little bit more valuable what he provides. It's close, though. That's a brutal first-round matchup. Embiid gets clamped every second round. That's true. The winner you selected does not match the result of the scores you entered. Hey, I'm not listening to my community. Marcus Smart versus Kenny Hustle. Well, so somebody voted for PJ Tucker, but nobody voted for Kenny Hustle, huh? Wow. Marcus Smart definitely wins here. Kenrich Williams I like a lot, though. Would you take Thibault for the BAE? Of course, dude. Of course. No way he goes for that, though. Kenrich is an elite role guy, for sure. Strong player. Just not... Marcus Smart is better defensively. Josh Okogie or Rudy Gobert? Koji's a good defender. Okay? Very strong defender. But obviously, Rudy Gobert is Rudy Gobert. Even despite all of the memes, clearly Gobert here. Aaron Gordon or Caleb Martin? Love you, Caleb Martin. Dang, how's that 22-0? Which one? The Okogie and Gobert? Or the Marcus Smart and Kenrich Williams? Collins is off the trade board. Sorry, Sally Bias. Don't apologize to me. I didn't want his ass. Gobert? Really? You think Okogie has a chance, has like an argument? I don't think so at all. Aaron Gordon, elite defender, versatile. Caleb Martin, very good defender in his own right, but just not at the same level. Dennis Smith Jr. or Paul George? Are we going to get honest with ourselves? In 2023? In 2023, are we going to get honest with ourselves? Or are we going to... Or are we going to lie to ourselves? Which one is it? Because I have an answer. I think it's Dennis Smith Jr. I just think he's an elite point of attack defender. Paul George is kind of riding off reputation at this juncture. 2023 Thibault is better than Horford. Man, I did just see Horford clamp up in the playoffs, bro. The Hornets defense post All-Star was actually really good. Yeah, they were like top 5. They were like the #1 defense at certain points after All-Star break. I had to go George, but it's only for 30 games a year. I'm going with fucking Dennis Smith Jr. Boom. Dennis Smith Jr. Submit scores. We don't care. Elite point of attack defender. So why don't we sign Dennis Smith Jr. if he's so good? They could. That would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, Paul George, riding off reputation. Why don't you put some ankle tape on? Why don't you put a knee brace on, Paul? We're tired of it. Dorian Finney-Smith versus Zubats. Voting was pointless. I went rogue. No, I just like to see what you guys voted, though. I'm interested in this one. Oh my God! What the fuck? What? Zoos are definitely underrated here. Zubats is definitely very underrated here. 26-0? That's kind of nutty. Zubats' rim protection numbers this year were otherworldly, but he does get played off the playoffs every time. But It's like, dude, that's Luka Doncic, though. 2 of those times were against Luka Doncic. Dorian Finney-Smith's ability to be like a small ball 5 means he clears a little bit, but Zubac, I'm surprised he didn't get at least 1 vote. Fred VanVleet versus Drew Holiday. All right, let's make this quick. Freddie VanVleet, Freddie All-Star. Strong defender. That's just kind of it. Drew Holiday, obviously, elite. Giannis Emmanuel Quickley. That's a brutal first-round matchup for Emmanuel Quickley. So I was about to pick Zoo before he saw 26-0. I wasn't going to pick Zubats. I wasn't, but I think it's way closer than that. Rough first-round pool for Emmanuel Quickley, but it's easily Giannis. Jared Allen or Jason Tatum? Whoo! All right, I have an answer here. I'm interested to see what you guys went with. If I had to guess, I'm guessing you guys went Jared Allen. Yep, I knew it. It's got to be Tatum. It has to be Tatum. I think Celtics fans overrate Tatum's defense quite a bit, but it's still very good. It's still very, very good. Allen's a great rim protector, but I just think I would take Tatum's defense pretty easily. Allen's a great defender. This is a brutal first-round matchup. This is a brutal first-round matchup, but it's got to be Tatum. A little bit surprised by this. Walker Kessler or Josh Hart? Kessler clears. Josh Hart's great, but Kessler's rim protection is otherworldly. Josh Hart's just a really strong team defender, versatile defender. But you know, slightly your jump shot looks like ass. Have you ever seen my jump shot? My jump shot actually is very clean. Whether or not it goes in, different story. But the shot looks good. Get me at the elbow, it's almost automatic. Right, my shot's easily fixable. If I were a draft prospect, they would say that shot looks good. It can get there. Love Hart, but Kessler's the future defensive player of the year. Yeah, Josh Hart, good team defender and everything, but it's Kessler. Vaughn Looney or Alex Caruso? Now, before we get into this, you guys consider rebounding defense? There's people who do. Some people do consider rebounding defense. I don't personally, but there are people who do. In this day and age, it's close to me, but I don't. Rebounding is defense, yes, it ends the possession and is a skill. I think it's a separate skill from being a defender, but that's kind of the argument. And you are right, Steven. It does. It does impact in defensive rebounding stats. I'm gonna go Caruso here. This one's kind of close though, actually. In that case, Luka's a good defender. Well, that's why some of his defensive stats are not terrible, is because of his rebounding. Listen, the Jokic bracket, there's no justification for voting for him. That's just wild. Yeah, Jokic is in this bracket. NBA, you made it, not me. I'm going Caruso, but Looney's got a solid argument, especially if you really do value rebounding. Jaden McDaniels or Denny? Oh, here we go, Redna. Here's your moment to shine. Redna, if you vote, I hope you should have voted for. Did you vote for Denny? Six votes for Denny. Really? What are we doing? So how does Zubats not get a single vote against Dorian Finney-Smith? This one is close as fuck. Jaden McDaniels and Denny? Whoa, you guys think it's close, actually? Wait, whoa. Huh. Denny's a good defender, don't get me wrong, but Jaden McDaniels is like... I mean, Jaden McDaniels locked Luka's ass up and got him ejected from the game. Yeah, are you guys thinking of Jalen? Jaden. Capella or Kawhi? Watch draft conference? Oh my god. I really don't fucking want to. Should I stop everything that we're doing, guys, and go and watch the rookie press conference? I'm not going. I really don't care. I'll watch the clips after the stream. Like, after we finish this, there will be clips on Twitter, and we will watch it. I don't really care all that much. How did Denny get less votes than McDaniels? Denny is arguably the best defender in the league currently. Brad Kriz, are you Denny Avdia? Are you Denny Avdia? Clint Capella or Kawhi Leonard? I mean, it's still Kawhi, right? He's older. He's lost a bit of a step. Capella has also lost a bit of a step. Great rim protector. This one's actually not close, right? Why are we even spending that much time on this? Why are we even spending? It's Kawhi, right? Even in his current state, Capella greater than Kawhi easily currently, but Capella's also lost a step. Miles Turner, Steven Adams. Miles Turner? Oh, 9 votes for Steven Adams. Miles Turner just clears. Steven Adams is good, though. And again, if you like rebounding, rebounding's a defensive stat for you. Why defense overrated? It's not as good as it used to be, but I still think I would rather have it than fellas. Adams got Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive player of the year by doing all the hard work. Adams is really good. I feel like he could have won a few other ones. A few other matchups, but Miles Turner cleared. KD or Jaren Jackson? That's a brutal match. Like, KD could have won some of these. Jane Hardy was top 2 out of high school and Lively was number 1. We really got top 2 picks. KD might have had a chance in some of these other matchups, but not against the reigning defensive player of the year. Bam Adebayo versus DeAnthony Melton. All right. Big Bam. Who the fuck voted DeAnthony? Who was it? DeLon Wright versus KP. Why is this kind of close? Why is this kind of close? Hey, DeLon Wright's got that dog in him. DeLon Wright's a great defender. 2 Mavs legends, 2 Wizards legends. It's KP, but it's close. I'm happy Delon Wright got some votes. Wiggins or Franz Wagner? Listen, I'm of the belief that everything Franz does is undervalued, including his defense. Is all Delon going to get a bag? Really? I don't think Wiggins was nearly as good this year defensively as he was in the past. But I still think he clears ever so slightly. His defense is the most consistent thing about him. Yeah. You're missing the Mavs introductions to the rooks. I know, guys. I'm just not that interested in it. I know it's going on right now. I don't really want to watch the press conference. I'll look at clips afterwards, okay? Rookie press conferences are boring as fuck. I mean, I don't really care about them. Like, it's just like the same, like a lot of PR responses. Like, it's just, I don't like, what am I going to get? I'm ready to get to work and get lively. Now, if he said that, that's different. I'm going Wiggins, although this is close. This is close. I kind of want to go Franz. I kind of want to go Franz, but I'm going to go Wiggins. Jared Vanderbilt or Derek White? I'm very interested to see this. I'm very interested to see the results of this. This is Derek White so easily. This is so easily Derek White. I don't even think this is close. Everyone in here saying Derek White. How is there 22 votes for Vanderbilt, 9 for Derek White then? Vando locked up Luka. That was a fake game. This is close, but I'm going Derek White. I just think he's better. Vando clamp fat ass Fluka. Oh my god. White is propped up by the Boston system. He was good in San Antonio though too. I would go Vanderbilt, but Derek White is probably the better team defender. Anthony Black clone Derek White. It's somewhat close, but I'm going Derek White. Yeah, I know what my community said. Send it. OG or Hartenstein? Hartenstein, what are you doing here? Who let Isaiah Hartenstein in? Who do you think is a better player to have currently? Denny or Jaylen Brown? Denny Avdia or Jaylen Brown? That's Jaylen Brown. That's Denny Avdia, I'm telling you. Isaiah Hartenstein, you guys know I love Hartenstein. Davion Mitchell or Dylan Brooks? Okay. Now, I will say this. I'm pretty sure Davion Mitchell won this one. Didn't he? On the NBA U's poll. I like Davion Mitchell a lot. Great defender. I don't think this is really close. You voted Mitchell? Davion clears? No, man. No way. Sorry. No way. This is the Dylan Brooks hater tax. Yeah, Brooks cancels out his defense with his dog ass offense, but he's still a better defender, man. But it's decently close. Davion's a great defender. Mitchell Robinson versus Wendell Carter Jr. is spicy. feel like Wendell's a little bit much more versatile. Mitchell Robinson, obviously the elite rim protection and shot blocking. But I think Wendell is a better team defender pretty comfortably. Is Cam in here? Mitchell Robinson, great rebounder, good shot blocker, fouls a good amount. Wendell's one of the few centers who can guard Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis on an island. I think I'm going Wendell. Wendell's so underrated, man. It's stupid how underrated he is. Suns fans, like, Cam, you've probably seen this. Suns fans actually think Ayton for Isaac, Fultz, and Wendell Carter's like a trade package that makes sense. And I'm just like, I think Wendell is just flat out better than Ayton. Like, just think he's better. Wendell small, though. Yeah, but he's like a perfect modern center, though. Whereas Denny lost in round 1 to Jaden McDaniels, right? I'm going Wendell here. Wendell has been better than Ayton since high school. I've seen the EYBL matchups. KCP or Mobley? It's Mobley pretty easily. KCP, solid defender though. Draymond or Jokic? Jokic, what are you doing here? Jokic, what's going on, Jokic? Mikal Bridges or Robert Williams? Mikal, comfortably. Give me the lockdown perimeter guy 9 times out of 10. Actually, no, 10 times out of 10. Mikal, overrated defense? I don't think he's an overrated defender at all. I think he's very good. Very lengthy. Good team defender. Yeah, true. Luka did clown him, but he's going to stop playing defense soon, being number 1 option. Could happen. I think he clears Robert Williams. Embiid or Devin Vassell? Now listen, you guys are going to respect Devin Vassell. Oh, we got 6 votes. I mean, it's Embiid. But Devin Vassell, he's coming. What was that noise? That's what it kind of... Is thunder outside? I love me some Devin Vassell. It's Joel Embiid, though. You want Vassell? Embiid, I think, is a little... Embiid's in this weird spot where Sixers fans definitely overrate him on defense. Non-Sixers fans definitely underrate him on defense. Now, Larry Nance and Jimmy Butler. I'm assuming Jimmy's going to clear very easily on those scores. Oh, okay. I'm actually was thinking. Am I crazy for thinking this is kind of close? Like, I'm probably going to take Jimmy, but am I crazy for thinking there's a little bit of an argument for Larry Nance as just an incredible, versatile team defender? All right, all right. I don't know if Jimmy's really clamping up like that. Claxton or Anthony Edwards? Anthony Edwards is a great defender. He'll get there, but it's Claxton. Okongwu or Herb Jones? I think it's kind of close, but I'm going to give it to Herb. It's close, but it's Herb. Lou Dort or Jalen Suggs. Lou Dort's on-ball defense is fucking crazy. And he's built like a fullback. It's Dort. Although, Suggs, let's ask this question again in 2 years. Let's ask this question again in 2 or 3 years. Do we value positional defense or versatility more? Rather someone be A+ at one thing or B- at 3 things? I think it would depend on the makeup of my team. I feel like the Celtics have a bunch of B- guys at 3 things. Dort slightly overrated on defense. Maybe by Thunder fans, but he's pretty damn good. Kyle Lowry or Brook Lopez? Lowry, what? How'd you sneak in here, buddy? It's Brook. All right, let's get to the second round. Anthony Davis or Al Horford? Big Al, it was a good run, but it's AD. Marcus Smart or Rudy Gobert? Dort has bad defensive metrics. Dort's one of those guys where advanced stats hate his guts. Oh my God, 50-50. I think it's fucking Gobert by a mile. Like, I don't even think this is a conversation worth having. Let them vote. Well, they've already voted. Like, you do the whole bracket. Oh, wait. You guys can still vote? Somebody just voted. This has got to be Gobert. I'm surprised it was that close. Give me a minute to vote. All right. I'll give you guys a minute to vote. All right. I'll give you guys a little bit to vote. Here's the link. Probably you should re-include Denny. Denny was already in and he lost. All right. You go to a fucking March Madness game. You say, hey, guys, I know that Vanderbilt just lost, but you guys should really put them back in the tournament. I guess in the meantime, while you guys are voting, we'll look at some of these quotes. You hear that quote all the time. Defense wins championships. You see Christian Brown come in with the Nuggets and embrace his role cutting, finishing hustle plays. You can count on me for that. Omax, love it. I think it's a great compliment. Nico on rookies games meshing with Kyrie. He just suggested that Josh Green may have been forgotten his rookie year. Big Kid got some jokes. That's actually pretty funny. I think Derek said it best. He has a partner to go through this with. Hardy was by himself this year. Josh was by himself, or maybe forgotten. Foundation is being built. We see it here, and we're all excited. When you watch the layup line, it won't just be layups anymore. That's pretty funny. Yeah, why not? Keelan asked if he can envision a 24 and under lineup. See, like, wow, thank God. I should have tuned into this. We feel comfortable we can compete with the most athletic teams in the league. Our core youth is pretty special. When you talk about Luka, these two gentlemen, Hardy and Josh, we feel confident we can compete in this league. When you watch the layup line, it won't just be layups anymore. When you have two people who can run the floor, super athletic, young, that's what you want. I would have felt great about the draft. Both these two gentlemen I liked throughout the draft process. And if you would have told me we got both of them, I say I don't believe you. Just being able to go in and be a sponge. I'm trying to go in and play the NBA's game. I'm trying to go in and develop. I'm not going to be perfect. I'm trying to develop 1% each day and see how far I can go. In 100 days, he's going to be 100%. Well, for me, I remember being so happy I wasn't alone in this, to go through the highs and the lows of this. Happy to have someone who can be my brother on this. Lively on his post-draft interaction with Omax. I felt the spark there. Oh, they're best buds. That's cute. All right, back to this. I gave you guys ample time. Aaron Gordon or Dennis Smith Jr.? Dennis Smith Jr., you had a remarkable run. You upset Paul George to the dismay of many. But it ends now. Aaron Gordon, you're on to the next round. Size, strength, it matters. Time to put Omax on this bracket. Dorian Finney-Smith or Drew Holiday? Dodo, many expected this to be a close game. You guys went in and blew him out. But you've met your match here in Drew Holiday. Drew clears. Sam Vecini called Dennis Smith Jr. a top 5 guard defender last year. Yeah, he was by like all advanced metrics. By like most advanced metrics, he was just straight up a top 5 defender in the league. Drew, you're on to the next round. Not a lot of close matchups here in round 2 yet. Giannis or Tatum? It's Giannis. Easily. I don't even know why I paused there. Walker, Kessler, or Caruso? I think Kessler clears. Wing greater than big defense. Typically, I would agree, but if you have like a game-changing rim protector, I think it's a little bit different. And that's what Kessler is already as a rookie. Like, he was a game-altering rim protector. I still think Mitchell Robinson is better than Wendell, but I understand why you put Wendell. He is underrated. I agree. That one was close. But Caruso is just straight up one of the best wing defenders in the NBA, though. This one's close. This one's close for me. I'm having a hard time with this one. Bald factor has to weigh in. That's true. You do have the baldness. Yeah, I think it's Kessler. Just game-altering rim defense. Jaden McDaniels or Kawhi. Well, this is close. It's Jaden McDaniels at this stage of their careers, right? I mean, just at this stage, Kawhi obviously in his prime. But he's not in his prime anymore, unfortunately for me. I think Kawhi actually might be my favorite non-Mav ever. Like, I've been thinking about this lately. I just appreciate so much how fucking good he was. Or is, I guess, when he plays. It's Jaden McDaniels. I'm not overthinking this. Kawhi, it's just older and hurt all the time. Miles Turner or Jaren Jackson? Not a lot of very close feeling second rounds, huh? Jaren Jackson, I think, clears pretty easily here. Miles Turner, great defender. Jaren Jackson's just better at what Miles Turner does. My favorite non-Mavs were Kawhi and Dame. Now we possibly got one for a while. Bam Adebayo or KP? God, a lot of these second round ones are not close. It's Bam. KP, great run. Great rim protector. This one got heated. Bam or KP, really? Wait, the Bam or KP one did? Bam's defense, I don't think, is overrated at all. You're taking KP, really? Over Bam? No, I can't get there. Kyrie number 11, THJ number 10, Lively 2, Omax 18. Wait, have they already said Kyrie's changing his number? They announced that Kyrie's going to be wearing number 11. Andrew Wiggins or Derek White? Oh. Ay, ay, ay. This one is tough. Derek White. I was going to vote White, I think, too. No, Luka's not wearing number 7. Having an existential crisis with this one. Like, we are only a year away from Wiggins having just an absurd defensive postseason and being a huge reason why the Warriors won a ring. But he was a bit slower. Tim changing his number is interesting. I wouldn't start printing number 10 Tim Hardaway Jr. jerseys. This year White because Wiggins missed a ton of games. We'll go Derek White. Oh, I don't know actually. Okay. All right. Okay. OG or Dylan Brooks? This one's gonna be closer than you guys think it would be. It is OG, but listen, you guys are underrating Dylan Brooks. Oh, 6 votes is pretty good. It's OG, but Wendell Carter or Evan Mobley? I know. I honestly do not feel good about my Wiggins vote. I honestly want to change it. I think this one's Mobley. I think Mobley has like the game-changing defensive stuff that Wendell doesn't necessarily have. Although Wendell's a great, great, great team defender and a great modern center defensively. Mobley has like game-altering presence. Draymond or Mikal? So like, Mikal has got to go up against Draymond in round 2. Oh, this one's kind of close. Really? 9 votes for Mikal. Okay. I personally don't think this is that close. Toss up? Yeah, Draymond's like an entire defense. I don't personally think it's that close, although I do very much respect Mikal's defense. But Draymond's going to go down as one of the greatest defensive players to ever play the sport. Embiid or Jimmy? What? How is it not Embiid? What? Listen, I thought Larry Nance. Listen, I thought you could get into the nitty gritty. Larry Nance, Jimmy Butler. I can't go Jimmy here at all. There's no way. There's absolutely no way it's Jimmy Butler. Embiid is an elite rim protector. He was getting killed by the Celtics, though, to be fair. That was the only one we've disagreed with so far in the second round. Claxton or Herb Jones? Oh. I'm leaning Claxton. I'm leaning Claxton. I'm leaning Claxton, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm strongly leaning Claxton. Like Wopo said, a elite rim protector who can switch. I would rather have that. Pretty easily. No Herb disrespect. Herb's incredible. Like, we're like about to be on round 3. Like, all of these guys are great defenders. Like, all of these guys are incredible defenders. Who's better, Claxton or Jared Allen overall? I mean, Jared Allen's postseason performance was so shitty. The fact that Claxton can switch out in space, to me, means that he's probably going to have a deeper run than some people expected. Lou Dort or Brook Lopez? This one's tough. The Dorture Chamber versus Brook Lopez. Splash Mountain. They both have good nicknames. Dort's nickname leans more towards the defensive side. You just want to look at it like that. Brook Lopez, elite shot blocking. Very real argument. He wasn't even a top 2 defender on his own team. Lou Dort. Great point of attack defense. Relentless. Very physical. Very physical. Brook Lopez is Splash Mountain. I'm going Dort. No, I'm overthinking this. Brook Lopez has elite rim protection. No, it's not. NBA players call Dort the hardest defender to go against. Okay, I'm going Dort. Yes, Brook. Okay, I'm going Brook. This might be the most difficult one. Lucas said Dort, top 3 defender in the NBA. All right, I'm going Dort. Lock it in. All right, get your votes in for the next round. I have a feeling the next round's going to be brutal. The second round wasn't that bad. Get your votes in. We'll see some more of these quotes from the Mavs introductory press conference. Derek Lively said the Mavs have aura. Oh, no, they don't. So Kyrie changing his number to 11 and the team knowing that, he's staying for sure. Lively is 2. Looks pretty good. Prosper 18. 18's kind of an ugly number to me. Who's the best player to ever wear the number 18? Hey man, you get that number 18 jersey? The best NBA players ever. Get your jersey in. Get your votes in. Sorry, on the defensive player of the year. On the defensive player of the year thing. Yeah, 18's a quarterback number. Kobe's gonna have 2 numbers. Who's the best 18 ever? Dave Cowens. So, you see. Bryant! 7 months in the Slightly Delusional Club. Keep on doing your thing slightly. I'm trying. If Dave Cowens is the best player to ever wear number 18, like, Omax has a shot. Omax has a shot to be the greatest ever. Omax has a shot. Do they even have a 77? Wait. What jersey number is Aaron Aflalo the best at? 28? There hasn't been a better 28 than Aaron Aflalo. Are you kidding me? Chris Move? There's no way there's never been a better 28 than Aaron Aflalo. There's no way. Just Control F? No, I kind of like 48, Naz Muhammad. Shandon Anderson. See, like, I would just be a 49. I could be the greatest 49 ever. Easily. Why are the 50s kind of stacked? Why are the 50s loaded? Okay. Put your fucking shoes on. Dennis Rodman, number 73. What? When did this article come out? Georgie Murasan. When did this article come out? Oh, 2015. Okay. You're clear. All right, you're clear. Nearly a whole decade ago. That makes me want to throw up, but 2015 was a decade ago. All right, you guys have had long enough to vote. We are back in round 3, the Sweet 16. Anthony Davis versus Rudy Gobert. AD clears pretty comfortably, in my opinion. Pretty comfortably AD. Although, Rudy Gobert, I can't believe you barely beat Marcus Smart. But AD's defensive showing in the playoffs. It's going to be a tough beat. Aaron Gordon or Drew Holiday? Oh, God. We're going to get spicy here. These are going to get juicy. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Drew's one of the best perimeter defenders in the last 10 years. Oh, man. This one's actually really tough. I think skill-wise, Drew's better as a defender, but Aaron Holiday is just fucking huge. Aaron Holiday is built like a tank, man, and was great this postseason. God. All right. I think I'm going Drew. Aaron Holiday, combine the two. Did I say Aaron Holiday? Did I say Aaron Holiday? Whoops. Shout out to Aaron Holiday. This one is by far, I think, the closest one we've done yet. I've been saying Aaron Holiday the last 3 minutes. I think it's Drew, but this one's very close. Wait. Giannis or Kessler? I think it's Giannis pretty easily. Shout out to Kessler. Maybe one day. Jaden McDaniels or Jaren Jackson? I think Jaden's run-ins here. Like, that's not that crazy, right? It's just like the game-changing rim protection matters. In a vacuum, I'd rather have the elite perimeter defenders. But Jaren Jackson's rim protection is just so elite. Bam or Derek White? Derek White was a great run all the way to the Sweet 16. That run ends now, I'm afraid. Derek White probably is the weakest defender out of the bunch here. OG or Mobley? Huh. The battle of, in my personal opinion, a tad bit overrated defenders, but great defenders. But a tad overrated, maybe a tiny bit. It is Mobley, though, easily, in my opinion. Just a game-changing defensive presence. God, they're saying bigs are dead. Draymond or Embiid? I personally think this one's super easy. Yeah. Joel, your time is up. Oh, we're cruising through this round. Claxton or Lou Dort? Claxton. Oh, wow. Okay. Think he'll be at 10,000 subs by the time free agency ends? Easily. Easily. And for something I want to do for 10,000, but I need to start figuring it out because just in the last 7 days. Fuck. Why is it not working? Anyways, sorry. I know you guys don't really give a shit. It's Claxton. It's Claxton. It's Claxton. I'm surprised Lou Dort is winning this. I actually thought Claxton was going to have be like 70-30. The weekend videos hitting like crazy. It really is just in the last week, me just being like, you know what? I'm going to make content even if I have to not sleep in no time. All right, get your votes in. The Elite Eight. We've kind of been cruising through these lately. I just feel like there's a bit of a gap. I'm ready for the I'm ready for the offensive one. No, I won't get burnt out. This is like outside of the playoffs and like the start of the season, this is my favorite time for the NBA. It's just so much fun. I kind of think 2 on Lively looks nice. Luka's one of the best players in the world. Guys like us, we don't need the ball in our hands, cutting, finishing lobs. Omax on playing with Luka. It's definitely going to be scary setting picks for him. Media days when hype comes back? Yeah. Isn't Omax like 10 pounds heavier than Dorian Finney-Smith? Omax is big. I think the idea is Omax can hopefully be a little bit more versatile offensively, but... All right, we're going to the Elite Eight now. We're not wasting much time. Anthony Davis over Drew. AD clears, I think, pretty easily. It was a great run for Drew, but AD clears pretty easily. Giannis or Jaren Jackson? Well, are we going to have an honest talk about Giannis? Are we going to have an honest talk? I kind of think it's Jaren Jackson. Giannis said it's not close. It was kind of close this past season. Giannis hasn't been like the defender people hype him up to be recently. He hasn't been that in like a couple years. Jaren Jackson's shot blocking is stupid, but he does foul a lot. And if you want to add rebounding in, Giannis is a monster on the glass. I'm going Jaren Jackson. I'm going Jaren Jackson. Fuck it. Bam or Mobley? It's Bam. Ask me again in a year or two when Mobley really kind of beefs up a little bit. Let Mobley beef up a little bit, get a couple more years under his belt, but right now it's Bam. Draymond or Claxton? It's Draymond. Like, once you get to the Final Four, it starts becoming a lot less fun because Claxton's a monster, though. But Draymond is, like, the whole defense. Like, it's insane. He's an entire team's defense. All right, we're on the Final Four. Get your votes in quickly. I need to go to the grocery store. It's Draymond. I'll have Draymond win the whole thing if this was my stream. Get your votes in. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Final Four. Anthony Davis, Jaren Jackson, Bam, and Draymond. Trey Lobs and Lively are going to hit like crack. Final Four is stupidly stacked. I think you could probably make an argument for any of these guys. Besides Jaren. I think AD wins this one. Okay, a lot of votes for Jaren Jackson. Giannis greater than Jaren Jackson Jr., though. Yeah, I just went with Jaren Jackson just because I thought he was better this past season. Like, just straight up thought he was better. I don't think this is very close, to be honest with you. I hate that bigs are the only defenders who get actual credit. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that at all. I think it's just like a great defensive big transforms the game more than a great perimeter defender. Like a legit great defensive big who can protect the rim and like is fine out in space. They like transform the game completely in a way that like perimeter guys can't. That's really what it comes down to. Bam and Draymond. I think it's Draymond too. So we just Bam Dre's 50-50. I want to look at what's the on-off numbers for Draymond are so stupid. And I know that you could say that. About any of the Warriors starters because that's just how it is. But even when Draymond goes and plays with bench units, look at that, man. Defense is almost 10 points per 100 possessions better. While Draymond's a better defender than Kuminga, no way. Yeah, but whenever he plays with bench units too, the defense absolutely transforms. I love Bam. You guys know I love Bam. It's Draymond here. But Bam definitely top 3 defender. For sure. And then AD and Draymond as the final. Get your votes in. This is an impossible choice. I have one. I know who's going to win. I knew he was going to win before I even started. But get your votes in. Okay, as I was saying earlier, we're up 220 subscribers in the last 7 days. So if that trend were to hold, which it won't, 10,000 could be like 3 weeks away. All right, I hope you guys voted. It's AD, I think, personally. Oh, really? Draymond. Okay, I'm going AD, but you can't go wrong, really. You can't really go wrong here. Yeah, if you wanted to go Draymond because AD's always hurt, I really wouldn't argue against you, truth be told. NBA U-Bump. I think NBA U is in here right now. I think that's Steven. Respect Draymond Green. He's in the final. AD was the biggest contributor on the best defense last season. AD, no question. Yeah, AD was the best player, best defender in the postseason. I think he wins. So there we have it. AD is the best defender in the NBA, according to us. The final four was AD, Jaren Jackson, Bam, and Draymond. Definitely could see Giannis over Jaren Jackson, but I just had to give it to him this year. He just won Defensive Player of the Year. Elite 8 of AD, Drew, Giannis, Jaren Jackson, Bam, Mobley, Draymond, and Claxton. Like, that just sounds so right to me. Like, if I think the best 8 defenders in the NBA, that's about what I think. I'm excited for the I'm excited for the offensive one. I want to look at, before we end the stream today, I want to look at the results from the first couple rounds and see what the votes were and see what we differed from. All right, so here was round 1. Oh wait, this was round 2. I did vote on these, but I honestly forgot the results. Here we go. Okay, AD cleared PJ. Thibault cleared Horford. Does it check mean I voted for Thibault? Wait, does it check mean I voted? Or that's just who won? I definitely don't think I voted for Thibault. We picked Al, so we differed there. Or at least I did. You guys picked Thibault too. Marcus Smart, Gobert, Gordon. I picked, oh, this does mean I voted. I picked Dennis Smith Jr. He won. I picked Dennis Smith Jr. over Paul George. Let's ride. Dorian, Drew, Giannis. Jared Allen smoked Tatum. What? I know Celtics fans are pissed. Yeah. This one's shocking. He got smoked. We look so silly picking Dennis Smith Jr. over PG. Well, to be fair, it wasn't really you guys. It was mainly me. Only 32% picked Dennis Smith Jr. But I went with it anyways. Kessler over Hart. Caruso over Looney. McDaniels over Avdia. I voted for Clint Capella over Kawhi. I don't even remember that. But not in our actual bracket. Porzingis clears. That one was close. Did we go with Wiggins or did we go with Franz? I don't remember. We went with Wiggins, but I didn't feel great about it. Really? Jared Vanderbilt cleared Derek White by that much, huh? Really? Okay. Davion Mitchell beat Dylan Brooks? Okay. That's the Dylan Brooks hate tax. I think Derek White clears. I think Derek White clears Vanderbilt so comfortably. Like, that one wasn't even very hard for me. All right, winning round of 32, AD over Thibault, yeah. Gobert over Marcus Smart. This should not have been close. This should not have even been a conversation. I can't believe that was even close. Aaron Gordon over Paul George. We had Aaron Gordon versus Dennis Smith Jr., so Aaron Gordon clears very easily. Drew over Dodo. Yep. Giannis over Jared Allen. We had Giannis versus Tatum. Caruso beat Kessler. Huh. I thought this one was close, to be fair. This one was close. Kawhi beat Jaden McDaniels. 1 million views, 307 quote tweets. Oh. 46,000 votes. This one is a bloodbath. Now, the offensive one will come out later. I'm excited for that one, too. Last year, I had Luka winning the whole fucking thing. And let me tell you something. I personally can't do it this year, but he'll be in the championship. Jaren Jackson clears. Bam clears. Man, Vanderbilt really went that far, huh? OG over Davion. Mobley over Mitch Rob. Draymond over Mikal. Jimmy beat Embiid. No. That's the Embiid hate tax. We had Lou Dort beating Brook Lopez, right? I didn't necessarily feel great about that one, though. How far is the bracket gone? Are we are we at the final? Have we got to the finals yet? Kawhi, no more better than Brooks or OG on defense these days? Yeah, these days, no. These days, unfortunately not. Here we go. Let's see how the Sweet 16's going. AD over Gobert. Drew Holiday clearing Aaron Gordon. The checks mean I don't even think I've voted on these. Why is Kawhi making this even remotely close? Oh, shit. This one, oh my god, this one's going to be a bloodbath. What? This one shouldn't be that close either. All right, boys and gals. That shall do it for me today. Fun stream. W stream. Yeah, we looked at the numbers. All right, so here's the schedule for this week. Tomorrow, video will be out. I'll post a video. I don't know what it's going to be about yet, but don't know what it's going to be about yet. Tomorrow video, and I'll be live on Bleacher Report. Video out tomorrow. I'll be live on Bleacher Report at, I think, 1. I'll tweet it out. I'm going to be doing 2K stuff, which... see how that goes. Stream on Wednesday, and we're going to be doing predictions for each team. Gonna have to get to work on that. Then Thursday video. Friday we'll be live about an hour before free agency starts. Maybe earlier. We'll see how the vibes are. If there's shit going on. But we will be live for free agency. It'll be a long stream. Favorite Tarantino movie? Pulp Fiction, I guess. Basic. So yeah, video out tomorrow. Make sure you guys gas it up. and Bleacher Report tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune in for 2K stuff, which really is probably going to be disgusting. I'm gonna have to fucking turn on my PlayStation and get on 2K. Thank you guys for coming out. All the OGs, thank you guys very much. Could have spent your Monday afternoon anywhere in the world. You decided to spend it here. Love you guys. New subscribers, I promise you guys will not regret it. We daily content on the channel. Getting so close to 10,000. I can smell it. I never thought the day would come, but it's coming. Donations, members, thank you guys so much. You never have to do that, but it helps me out tremendously. It makes me feel so good. Love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Goodbye.